Hey there, this is openening here, coming with a new, hopefully exciting, and for most people definitely not exciting, procedural level generation. So what I mean by that, so let's say you want to have kind of a Metroidvania top-down Binding of the Isaac or mini roguelite level generation, and with just a few branches. So here, this is what we're going to do. And of course, this is kind of an advanced topic. So why is openening here doing this? Well, because I promised. So half a year, yes, half a year, I said like, hey, let you guys decide. And then you just said like, hey, we want procedural level generation. And now let's do this part. So this is the context, and of course quite a lot of things which are happening here. So the quick explanation is basically we're having a start point, and then those blue guys are endpoints. So we're having 4 arms, and this is how it works. So here they are building, and then they can end. So basically they have kind of a finite length, and then of course what we're doing is checking if one of those neighboring cells where we want to plant a new cell is free, and then of course we're just checking if we can have, for example, this sprite in here, and then we're just checking, hey, what kind of openings does it have, and then on the top, is this cell also free? And here, if those conditions are met, then we are, let's say, planting one of those guys here or one of those guys. It doesn't really matter. So this is all randomization. And of course the algorithm is sometimes a little bit stupid because it can box itself in. As you can see here, I already did it. So here it cannot go further, and then of course it just says like, okay, stop it. This is then my endpoint. And of course this system is kind of flexible, so it can be adjusted to how long each arm can be and how big, how many cells you are having. So this is a very flexible and very powerful system, and therefore you can do tons of things and then let the machine do all the work for you. And of course this translates into gameplay, which I'm not gonna do with you guys. Of course, for my Patreons, am I out of hands? Yes, I am. For my Patreons, this project is free to use and abuse, and as you can see, you can just walk around in here, and well, the openings are being shown here. And the idea is kind of simple. So if we just go into the project, well, it's basically just one room, which is getting refreshed each time. So basically, when you are going out here, and then you're just going to the same room again and being spawned on those expel things, and this is basically how that works. And of course here these things are doors, then they're just deciding, hey, am I a wall or am I a door? And that's how it works in principle. Already, once again, no coding. Please take into consideration, this is for my advanced users. I will do this kind of fast, first of all. Then second of all, what we will be focusing on is the generation of these things, which is kind of a lot. So I will just go quickly over the content. There will be no detailed explanation of what this small thing does or this small thing. Of course, you know me, I just try to explain everything as detailed as possible, but I need to take into consideration that you are already an seasoned or advanced user. That means you need to understand arrays, you need to know how to use for loops, accessors, kind of important here for DS grids, DS lists, all that stuff you need to understand to use this, because this is kind of math heavy. So if you just want to have a quick and lazy solution, this will be definitely not for you, because let's go into the code so I can scare you off. that's the small project. More kind of compact, and it works beautifully, but of course kind of a lot of things, but the system is kind of robust, so to be honest. So here once again, sometimes it's stupid because it can, as you can see here, this dude boxed itself in and then it's gone. But the system is pretty sweet, and of course we are just making 4 branches from the start point, the green one, then the blue ones are the endpoints of each arm. So basically you just have like tunnels from one thing to another thing. And then if you want to even advance it more, you can have intersections if you like, but this is of course then for my super advanced users, and then it would be a system on top of it. So hopefully you enjoyed this small little preview which we're gonna do, and then we will see how many people will scare with this kind of stuff, because once again I expected it to be easier. No, it wasn't. It's kind of a lot, but of course it's pretty worthwhile and a pretty sweet system. Have a good one. One up indie.